here with our journey to homesteading. And if this is your first time visiting our page, it'd really help us out a lot if you would subscribe and like our videos, maybe leave a comment in the bottom. We decided to start this to show things that you can do around your house even if you don't have a homestead yet. Things that you can do to prepare yourself for when you do find that piece of property and you do decide to start homesteading. We still live in the city. We live in a small city of about 2,500 people. And we've started doing some stuff around here just to get our minds in the right mindset of how to homestead. We'll start out first with the greenhouse. If we come over here, I got this design off of the internet. I set up a compost bucket right down here. We take all of our scraps from our food, any of your vegetables, any type of table scraps except meat and bread, we throw in here and we compost that into soil for our garden, anything that we're growing outside. The greenhouse, like I said, I got this off of the internet, the plans for this. You can look up any kind of plans on the internet. I did change some things up on it. I did take, this is just something I added on. I put this chain right here with a clip and made this door just so that in the summertime it gets hot here. And I have this to where I can pull this plastic off, and I set an air conditioner right inside this window. And I run an air conditioner in here just to keep it from getting as hot. We go inside, I'll show you what we got inside. Right now I don't have anything planted, but I set up a hydroponics Dutch bucket system is what I went with on this. This is a Dutch bucket system. What we use is just clay pellets that go in each of these buckets right here. And each bucket has a little drip line that runs up, and you plant your plants in these clay pellets and it pumps all the way around and feeds the plants. This summer, when I get everything in here growing, we're going to do another video and show you. My tomato plants last summer got so big that I had to cut them down twice during the summer. All these strings were up here to hold branches from the tomato plants, but it was breaking the strings and the tomato plants actually fell all the way across onto the other side of the greenhouse. So this is one thing you can do. If you want to look into Dutch bucket systems, go online. There's hundreds of YouTube videos of how to set these up, how to do your chemicals for your fertilizers and that type of stuff in your water system, how to set everything up for it. So this is one way you can start, the composting and the greenhouse. Alright, so next we want to talk about preserving your foods. Some of this stuff was out of our garden. These were dill green tomatoes, the tomatoes that we had left over that didn't have time to ripen this summer. We simply canned them. You can get you a pressure canner, you get a water bath canner, and all of these come with books and manuals that will tell you step by step what you need to do, how long you need to cook these things, whether you need to pressure cook them or not, and at what pressure you need to. I've made hot sauce and I've preserved that. You can do jams, jellies. This one is a cowboy candy syrup. If you've never had cowboy candy, look that recipe up. It's really good. I can't take credit for that. That was already someone else's recipe. We also dry preserved these beans. We do this. These are half-gallon jars. We take them, we stick them in the oven, let them get warm. That way if there's any bugs or anything in there, it gets hot enough to kill those. We put lids on them and let them seal off. There's a lot of different things you can can: meat, sauces, anything. So if you haven't looked into canning and preserving foods, do that, because that's a good simple way to help get yourself set up in times just like, for an example, during COVID, when everyone was buying everything that they normally didn't buy at the grocery stores. We had food on our shelves and it stays stable for years. So look into canning and preserving your own foods. Alright guys, something else that's just fun to do. When we decided we wanted to look for property to homestead, my wife ordered this map. What we've done, we've went through in states that we know we don't want to homestead in, not because they're bad states or anything like that, it's just not where we're looking for. She drew lines through it. It's something fun, kind of exciting to do, just to kind of get an idea of like, okay, well, this is a possible state. This is a possible state for us to live in, and you can go through and just identify where you want to live, and you can start searching properties and real estate in those areas. So order you a map, try and find you a spot where you want to live and start researching that property and see the benefits, the pros and cons of homesteading in that area. Alright, so the last thing I want to talk about, cutting firewood. We usually go through about 2 cords a winter here. Something that you're going to want is a good maul. A lot of people think you just want an axe. I really think that the mauls work better. This is an 8-pound maul and works good for splitting logs. Before I bought this, I also have a 27-ton log splitter that we use because we split a lot of wood. So keep that in mind. Always keep a good stock of firewood around. Be very beneficial. You never know when you're going to need it. Also good if you're outside and you just want to have a campfire. So that's all I had to talk about today. So remember, if you like it, subscribe to it and give us a like and a comment down in the comments section. We'll see you on the next one.